Ladies and gents, just a quick little PSA before we start the video. I am going to be giving away 3 free ounces of silver in this video, so make sure you stay tuned till the end to find out how you can win one of them. Hello everybody, Silverpicker here, and today's video is likely going to be the single most important video that I make all year. And if any of you watching are serious silver stackers or precious metals investors, then you definitely want to watch this video because I'm going to be sharing something extremely special with you that is like one of those things that is literally just like once in a lifetime for silver stackers or precious metals investors, or honestly, frankly, for any type of investor. Now, I'm going to get to what that is in just a moment, but indulge me. Let me set the stage a little bit. If you're watching me talk to you right now, presumably you're a silver stacker or a gold bug, or at least somebody that finds having precious metals as part of their portfolio to be a good idea. I mean, precious metals are an incredible store of wealth, they're a great hedge against inflation, and they're the perfect rainy day fund for that zombie apocalypse, or, well, any kind of apocalypse. Those are 3 really positive reasons why to invest in precious metals, and frankly, they're the reasons that I invest in precious metals. But there are also 3 big negatives to investing in precious metals, and I think we don't talk about them quite enough. And spoiler alert, what I'm about to tell you in the rest of the video is going to solve all of those problems, so be sure to stick around. So I think we can all agree that keeping your money in fiat currency is a pretty bad idea. I mean, back in the day, you could actually make pretty good returns by keeping your money in a bank account or in a CD or money market account, but those days are long behind us. And with inflation at over 2% per year, just keeping your money in a bank account means you're losing money every single day. And that's not even to talk about the opportunity cost. So naturally, folks like us in the know decide to put our money into precious metals. But like I said, there are 3 major problems with doing that. And the first of which is simply security. No matter what kind of safe you have at home, no matter what kind of steel is reinforcing it, and no matter how much ammunition you have backing it up, unless you want to live like a dragon that sits atop its treasure all day, every day for all eternity, you're gonna leave yourself open to having your stack compromised. Somebody could steal it, somebody you know, somebody you don't know, burglars. There's always that risk. And that is not a risk that you have with fiat currency that sits safely in your bank account that's FDIC insured. The second issue with keeping your money in silver or gold is that it's not very liquid. I mean, of course there is a strong and robust precious metals market, and there's always going to be buyers and sellers, but if you want to sell some gold or some silver really quickly so you can buy a couple $100s worth of groceries or you need to fix your car, it's not that simple. You can't just unload your gold or silver in 2 seconds and have enough money, enough fiat currency to buy what you need. If you do, oftentimes it'll be at a loss. If you want to sell it at the right price that you're willing to accept, it might take a few days or more. And not to mention, there's generally costs for entering and exiting a precious metals position. So the idea of going in and out of precious metals every time you want to buy something is not a really good strategy. And finally, the third major problem with keeping your money in precious metals is that there is a massive opportunity cost. In other words, there are a lot of other places that you could put your money that you could earn a lot more in the long run. Think about it like this. Since the 1970s, gold has had about an 8% annual return and silver has had about a 6% annual return. Certainly not bad compared to fiat currency, right? But if you look at the stock market, in that same period of time, the S&P 500 has had about an 8% annual return as well, but in the last 10 years, it's been more like a 14% per year return. And honestly, that's why I keep most of my wealth in the stock market. Add in some tax incentives like those that come along with the Roth IRA, and you're setting yourself up to be a millionaire by the time you retire. And honestly, you owe it to yourself to watch the video that I made on that topic. You can see it in the card right over here. It will probably come to you as no surprise that I have found something that solves each and every one of these issues. It's a way to keep your silver and gold secure. It's a way to have your gold and silver completely liquid and available to you at any moment. And most importantly, it allows you to earn yield on your precious metals. That's right, you can freaking earn silver on your silver and gold on your gold. And I'm not just talking about a couple percent. Let me be more explicit. In the old way of buying silver, you buy a couple silver bars or coins, you put it in a safe, it sits there for 20 years, you pull it out, and it's the same amount of silver that it always was. And when you come back in a year, in 2 years, in even 6 months, you will have more silver than what you put in. And that solution is Kinesis. Kinesis is a platform that allows you to have your cake and eat it too, and it has solved these age-old precious metals problems, and I am so excited that I am actually able to share it with you guys today. So I'm gonna get to the juicy stuff of how you can earn silver on your silver on your silver, but first let me tell you how it all works. I'm a little bit obsessed, to be honest. Essentially, Kinesis is a monetary ecosystem that's built on the Stellar blockchain. That's right, it uses the ultra-secure blockchain technology that many cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum are built on, but it applies it to precious metals. Even though Kinesis is very technologically advanced, from a user's perspective, it's really simple. You download the Kinesis app, which includes the Kinesis Secure Wallet, you fund your account with fiat from your bank account, and then you have a choice. You can either buy gold or you can buy silver. And I'm not talking about paper gold, I'm not talking about, shares of silver, I'm talking about real, literal, physical gold and silver. So you fund your account and you decide to buy some mix of gold and silver, and you can buy it in whatever quantities you want, even in fractions of an ounce, whatever you want. You buy that, and what happens behind the scenes is Kinesis takes your order and they go to one of their 12 vaults around the world and buy physical gold and silver with that money. Now, those vaults are run by Loomis and by Bronx, so you really can't get more secure than that. And on top of that, what they do is they buy it in your name. So it's not like it's owned by them and sort of consigned to you, and it's not like there's some third-party custodian. No, it's literally in your name sitting in that vault. So even in the worst-case scenario, Kinesis disappears from the face of the earth, your money and your gold is still in those vaults and you still have access to it because you are the only owner. And yes, Kinesis is totally legit. It's 100% above board. I've done extensive research into them. Aside from the fact that your gold and silver is vaulted with two of the biggest names in security, Brinks and Loomis, you don't have to take their word for it. There are audits done not just once in a while, but literally twice a year, every single year, to ensure that every single gram of gold and every single ounce of silver that has your name on it is literally physically there. And who conducts those audits? Bureau Veritas, which is literally one of the most prestigious auditing companies in the entire world, and they've been around since like the 1800s. They are super legit, and you can look into it, and you can even read the audit reports on Kinesis' website. Now, once you buy your gold and silver on Kinesis, you receive cryptocurrency tokens that represent that gold and silver in the form of 1 KAU for gold or 1 KAG for silver. And those sit securely in your Kinesis wallet, which comes with the app. So we've already solved one of the main problems of investing in precious metals, security. So your physical gold and silver is under lock and key, protected by two of the biggest security behemoths in the world, and your digital representations of that gold and silver are protected on Stellar blockchain, one of the most prestigious and secure blockchains in the world. So security, check. So what about liquidity? Well, of course you can transfer your KAG or your KAU units to other Kinesis users from your wallet to theirs, but that's kind of just par for the course, right? That's expected. But remember how I said that you can't buy groceries or fix your car with gold or silver? Well, enter Kinesis. Every Kinesis user is entitled to an absolutely free Kinesis Visa card. That is incredible because what it allows you to do is it allows you to store however much money you want in gold and silver, but when you need it for real-world problems, you can convert little bits of your gold and silver directly into spendable fiat anywhere Visa is accepted. So yeah, you get to live in the real world also. So you need to fix the muffler on your car, you want to take your girlfriend out for dinner, you want to go to the movies, all you do, top up your Kinesis Visa card with a little bit of gold or silver, bada bing bada boom, you're swiping left and right just like all the normies. But what's really great about that is it means that the money that you earn from your job or whatever income you have, if you want to put that into gold and silver to protect yourself from inflation, all the other reasons we listed, you can do that but still have access to that money at the blink of an eye whenever you need it. That is the ultimate having your cake and eating it too of the precious metals world. So if this was Kinesis' entire value proposition, I'd be totally sold on it. I mean, having secure physical gold and silver that you can convert back and forth into fiat whenever you need it at a moment's notice is already enough. But here's where it goes from awesome into you'd be insane not to try this. Remember when I told you that one of the biggest problems surrounding investing in precious metals is that there's a major opportunity cost, meaning that in the long run you could make more money by putting it into other investments like the stock market? Well, Kinesis solves that problem. When you hold gold or silver in your Kinesis account, you earn what's called a holder's yield, which is essentially interest on your gold or silver paid out in gold and silver. And because it's compounding, that means that you're earning silver on your silver, and then you're earning silver on that silver, and then silver on that silver. It is phenomenal. How is this possible, you may ask? Well, aside from all the features that I described about Kinesis, Kinesis is also a fully fledged cryptocurrency and precious metals exchange. So when people use that exchange and exchange cryptocurrencies one for another or precious metals one for another, they pay a small transaction fee. Part of that transaction fee goes towards Kinesis' profit. I mean, they're a business after all, but part of that they put back into their users' pockets in the form of the holder's yield for anybody that has gold or silver in their account with Kinesis. Now, of course, Kinesis cannot guarantee any specific yield. I mean, it depends on macroeconomic conditions, it depends on how many users they have, among other things. Plus, frankly, any investment that tries to guarantee something, well, yeah, you want to run in the other direction. But that is mind-blowing stuff that has never before existed in the precious metals world. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that for the majority of people watching right now, you're probably convinced enough that you're at least going to try it, right? You're at least going to download the app and take a look at it with your own eyes, because this is too good of an opportunity not to at least investigate yourself. However, I do know that there is a small subset of you watching right now that's shaking their head and saying, nope, I'm not interested because I only want to have gold and silver if it's right here next to me, so that in the case of some cataclysmic apocalyptic event, I can book it out of town with my gold and silver on a moment's notice. And I respect that. I totally understand that, and I'm not one of these people that says, nah, that could never happen. In fact, I keep a little bit of gold and silver with me as well, and I want to have that near and dear too. However, something that I've been preaching for years is that just like you're prepping for these big 1 in a million cataclysmic apocalyptic events, you also need to prepare for the events that are really likely to happen. For example, your retirement. And your retirement should be taken no less seriously than the zombie apocalypse. And Kinesis is a way better option than stacking physical gold and silver that you're just going to put in a safe and forget about anyway. So what do y'all think? Clearly I am obsessed with Kinesis, but if you are interested in giving it a shot for yourself, I have a link in the description box below that if you click on it, you can download the app for yourself and give it a shot. Now, if you do download the app through my link, you will be entered to win a contest in which you will win one of 3 free ounces of silver that Kinesis has so generously donated to this contest. So, all you gotta do to enter is download Kinesis through my link and then come back, comment on the video, something that you either like about Kinesis or find interesting about Kinesis. Then you will be entered to win, and I will be sending you 1 free ounce of silver directly through the Kinesis app. How freaking cool is that? Now, remember, you gotta use my link in the description box because I will be checking to make sure that you downloaded it in order to be entered into the contest. But free silver is free silver, so what do you have to lose, right? Anyway, I am super pumped and I cannot wait to share more about Kinesis down the road because believe it or not, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that they do as well. They are incredible. I want to have a huge thank you to Kinesis for sponsoring this video and for sponsoring the giveaway of 3 free ounces of silver and for everything that they do for the advancement of the precious metals community. They are phenomenal and I cannot wait to see what else they come up with. Anyway, I've got a lot more awesome videos coming down the pike, so stay tuned, and until then, Silver Picker out. A huge thank you to all of my wonderful patrons. You guys rock. I cannot wait to talk more about Kinesis in the Discord chat with you guys. If you're not yet a patron and you want to become one, hit the link down below. Join us today. I'll see you in the Discord.